Hi Leo, thank you for joining me here. This is gonna be your intuitive free flowing reading, my friends. So please take it as a resonate, Leo. Leo, what I'm getting here that with this two card, Geo the Slow and the Singer of Connection. Um, can you see it? Okay, I'm gonna hold like that. So I'm really feeling like Leo that there is a, how can I say, it's like a Geo the Slow. It's almost like a this sense of a deep wisdom that you have. No matter how much you go through pain, no matter how much you fail in relationship, not fail is such a bad word. I'm sorry that I used that. Like no matter how much you fail, like painful in relationship, or it felt like all the time this sense of rejection, and no matter what, like other aspect of your life, if you have some kind of chronic disease or something that it's very hard to cope with or something like that, any kind of trouble with, along with all these difficulties and troubles in your life, there was like you never, it's almost, I'm getting this word, I never left love. Like no matter how down you were, no matter, you always felt like a deep down in your wisdom, you this connection energy, like this six heart chakra energy thrives in you. Even the sun has gone down, even the, it felt like rocky under your feet, it felt like everything rough and harsh and edgy, you still felt that your heart is still thriving. There is some kind of deep connection with your heart, and you always, no matter how beaten down you are, you always feel like I will get up again to connect with someone, to connect with something beautiful, something heartfelt, something very emotionally fulfilled. So there is like all that kind of drive and desire is there. So I really feel, and then we got this, the fairies of the future. And I feel like right now where you are, Leo, you are being a little cautious when you, I feel like you are, I'm gonna get to this bunch of card later, but I really feel like right now your approach is, let me think a little before I open my heart, like there is a little bit of cautiousness, and I don't think it's bad at all. I really feel like that you just don't want to burn so much, you just want to conserve your energy a little bit. There is like you feel like it's not that I'm not open to love, it's not that I'm not open to intimacy, I'm not open to investment, but I will do investment a little calculatively than I have been doing. So there is like that kind of energy I'm getting. You are much more thinking a little bit realistically. Like realistically means little bit of 3D way, like is it gonna, how much is gonna affect my health, how much will I be completely, like I want to go there, but if I go 100 each day I will be depleted by the 7th day. How about I give 50 each day, and then by, I will get time and I can recharge as I go along. So there is like some kind of strategy, more of a realistic 3D based strategy is kind of, you're kind of implying in your life, and getting a little bit more grounded, little bit more grounded, like it's not that, don't take it wrong, it's not that you're closing up your heart, no, actually the opposite. But in order to keep it open, you need to be strategic of how much energy it goes through that door, you know what I mean? Like you cannot just pour and pour. You are kind of getting a little bit more selective of your energy and how you're spending it. You are kind of reserving more rather than spending of your energy nowadays, and kind of you're getting into that kind of mentality, um because like these two card came together almost, and then it's like the soul shrinker and the gluttoner. It's very, this energy, it's like, I feel like when you, it's almost like you went through, maybe you went through some, like twin flame kind of energy, soulmate twin flame kind of energy, that felt like, it's a lot of water there, lot of deep dark water. It's like under the sea kind of energy. Very, very scorpionic energy when they're first dealing with scorpionic energy. Like when scorpionic energy first dealt with themselves, it's like that. Very, there is a lot of unknown, and that from, I feel like there is a lot of, you are coming out of from a relationship or some kind of connection, or coming out means you may be dwelling on this for years. You may be coming out of this for years, or you may be coming out of this for months or days. It depends on how much you invest, like how you are entangled. So, it's like that. I feel like, hold on, something got my, yeah, it's when you went there, there was a, you felt, you went, whatever love relationship you're coming out or situation, you had this, you really wanted to vibe on this heart chakra level, like you felt like love, like you have a certain, you wanted to experience that love in a certain way, and that way is very airy way you wanted to experience, like very spiritual way you wanted to experience. That doesn't mean that it was a platonic relationship. It could be very well, very much physical and romantic relationship, but it was like, but you wanted that, like spiritual aspect to like love, like where two people are like just constantly kind of seeing each other only good stuff, and really encouraging them to be, bring more and more good stuff, because they cannot see anything bad or anything shadowy, anything darkish, anything, nothing. It's all bright. That's what you thought, like it's gonna be all bright like a Leo. It's gonna be all sun, it's gonna be warmth, it's gonna be cozy, it's gonna be feeling like some kind of vital energy getting through your body and encouraging you to do better and better and better, that kind of energy you thought. But when you got into this relationship or connection, it felt like, I felt like a deep still water, you don't know where to go. It felt like there is no sun penetrating, but that darkness is not bad. It was not, it just so, it felt so unfamiliar. It completely crashes how you thought it would be. It's like, it is like there is a teasing, there is a little bit of mistrust going on, there is this emotional volatility, and you are like, wow, this is a whole different kind of, I, is this feelings love for me? Do I want to experience love in this feel through these feelings? And like you felt that's not your game, but you felt at the same time that this is something, you are here for a reason. It felt like you really like this person or love this person. It felt like something fated that you are there, so you went through it, but it felt completely different than how you imagine it would be. It's not all the time sunny. It was not all the time sunny. There was, you went through, like there was a time when you felt like you are like, you are cornered against the wall or against the floor, and you don't know how to get up in the morning. So it kind of almost like this energy kind of soak through your body and make you feel heavy, make you feel like you are, the airy perception of love cannot exist in that environment. This is like, there is like a sense of jealousy, like not jealousy, I don't like to name emotions, that's very, because when you name emotions, then it becomes an archetype. We try to attach many attributes and characteristics to that emotion, and then become such a formalized version of emotion. Then when you feel jealous, it becomes something negative, because jealousy is to begin with is not a negative feelings. We name this jealousy. First we name the emotion. Okay, we are going to call this emotion a jealousy. Then we label jealousy, what jealousy means. Okay, jealousy is something that is bad when you feel envious of other, when you feel other doesn't deserve happiness. We put all this label to it and make it such a negative connotation that now when I say jealousy, it becomes such a... So that's why I do not like to name emotions. But the feelings, I'm going to talk about feelings. You felt like there is like so much of intensity that anybody cannot look at it. There's some kind of like, this is mine. At the same time it felt so suffocating, but at the same time it felt so fucking passionate and invigorating, kind of intriguing, some kind of mystery within you. So there's like, you stayed there, but it was so uncomfortable for you to be there. And then we have the footer. It also made you kind of very obliged to be more practical. Like practical means like, it's like almost I'm getting, don't dream big. And please don't tell a Leo don't dream big. Who do you think you are? Telling don't dream big, but this is the energy I'm getting. More and more you stayed there, you felt like your expansion of wings is kind of shrinking. It felt like you kind of, a part of you kind of wanna be like a foot on the ground all the time. And you did not like that part of you which is so dominant to you, who wants to like this fiery, like creativity, like create something new, like this passion. And it's like, which is not really domesticated energy, but you feel like, oh my god, this love and relationship making me some way that I like it. At the same time I feel suffocated within it. So there is a push and pull, tug of war of emotion in that relationship that you felt. There was a, it's not all bad. You wanted, a part of you really wanted to be, like poof, foot on the ground, and really not think about bigger dreams, but really think about day-to-day existence, and try to be satisfied with it and content with it. But another part of you, it's just couldn't fathom that idea of limitations. It felt like almost to other part of you, like almost like a reductive existence. Like, why you would limit yourself on only day-to-day activities? Why you are not gonna think about what is beyond living life, where the creativity lies. You are like, it's like almost like a tug of war you went through. And that brought out a lot of emotional reactions that you would not consider a very good reaction to have. So you may felt that it's triggering certain kind of emotion out of you which you do not condone to be appeared. So there is a little bit of controlling there. And I really feel like with the 53, the death card on top of this, it feels like, oh, before I get into that, this card, believe it or not, made such a huge sound when it came out, and it flew all the way to the candle, almost burned itself. And I knew that this is something that is gonna happen no matter what, which is like the opening guardian of the gate. 3, creativity, Leo sign. I'm really feeling like some kind of gate is opening, Leo, for you. Really, like, where you can feel again this kind of energy, the singer of connection, like heart chakra energy again, vibrant, warm heart chakra energy, optimism, full of vigor, like you want to do something to yourself, you want to do something, you want to invest in whatever you are feeling and trying to give a shape to it. You want to do that. There's like that kind of gate is opening. But I feel like before that, there is some kind of conclusion I feel like is asking you to make, Leo. Like, how do you conclude this experience? Whether you with this person, I don't think you are with this person. Leo, or this experience, whosoever made you feel or go through this 3 energy, is asking you, like, how do you conclude this energy before it, almost like there is a condition apply, like in order to really get to open or go through this gate, you have to make some kind of conclusion. I don't know why I'm feeling like that. And I feel like in order to do that, it's asking you, how do you perceive this death energy? Do you feel like you want to put a death to that energy and never gonna go back again, or do you want to bring regenerative energy into that energy, meaning you want to bring a different perspective to this darkness that you felt and bring some light to it? Or do you want to perceive it as a literal death and close that door and never come back and never visit again? So how do you want this death to happen? Because in order for this gate to open or walk on this gate, some kind of chapter, something has to be concluded. Whether they are concluded to be continued or whether they are concluded to be completely terminated. So it's up to you, Leo. It's really up to you that how you want to perceive this death. How do you want to perceive this death? And when I say death, it is not going to just bring death to this kind of relationship or situation. It is the death to this urge to delve into that energy, to go into that energy and explore that energy and find a different perception. It's that urge. So it's like, do you want to create from the ground above or do you want to create from ground below? It's the choice. It is the choice. If that is what the gate is. Okay, oh my god, this is a crystal clear. Yeah, the choice is, you have to make a choice how you perceive this death. Is it ground above? That means it's all light, no darkness, like Leo energy, pure energy. Or do you want to go through, do you want to bring this light into ground below, which is how you felt? You remember these cards? Yeah, how you felt. So this is like your choice, ground above or ground below. And do you want to, or if you don't want to choose a side, then how are you going to bring these two things together? This is like almost like a life mission. This is not a day-to-day decision, Leo. This is like almost like this decision if you make a decision, this gonna shape your entire life from now onwards. Because it's almost like you are on a life mission. It's like if you're bringing ground above, so below, and creating, instead of choosing only above or below, either you have to work from only light and work from only darkness. You are bringing light into dark and dark into light. So it's gonna be different sets of light zone completely. Day is not just day is in mix of day and light. Can you imagine how that would look like in real life? Like if there is a sun for 10 minutes, night for 10 minutes, sun for 10, I mean it's a whole different way of lifestyle. So how do you perceive this death? That's what is, I know this is kind of goes on a real, like a bigger terms of perception. I'm sorry if you did not follow me there, but it's really not a day-to-day decision. It's about like all this work that you're gonna do, all this perception and interpretation that you're gonna form. But before you form, know where you stand. What's your position? What position you are taking? That doesn't mean it has to be publicized and politicized. It's for your knowledge, that what place you are taking. So with death, that decision, which place you want to take. Or do you want to reinvent the concept of place itself? It's like a bigger question. Anyway, Leo, I hope you get something out of it, and I will talk to you next time. Okay, take care. Bye bye.